You gotta fight for it. I'm talking about fight right here, right now.
Butker up, got it. I'm gonna throw it as far as his arm can take it, which is well short. And the Kansas City Chiefs have won Super Bowl.
I'm Barry. We're Barry.
The DC Cinematic Universe always had a rocky ride since the launch of Man of Steel, a Superman origin story meant to launch a superhero cinematic universe to rival an already established Marvel Cinematic Universe. While Man of Steel was well received by the general audience, the DCEU couldn't reach the scale and mass appeal of the first three phases of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Between poorly made executive decisions and rushed movies, only a couple gems exist in the DCEU. Eventually, Warner Brothers knew their company can only take so many losses, so they made a decision to reset the DCEU by bringing in James Gunn to head the cinematic universe.
I can't wait to show you my toys.
While simultaneously removing the three heads of the Justice League. More specifically, by removing the perfect man to betray Superman, Henry Cavill.
Oh, come on, you're a bunch of suicidal morons! What are you, crazy?
Despite the removal of the three actors who captured the roles of Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, they decided to keep on Ezra Miller as the Flash in an attempt to reset the DCEU.
You're doomed!
Doomed! Doomed!
Such a wise decision. Anyways, we were gifted with a teaser of the upcoming The Flash during the Super Bowl with the trailer released on YouTube. Based on what we can see from the trailer, The Flash will follow a similar plot to the Flashpoint Paradox. Barry Allen will use the Speed Force to travel back in time and save his mother, resulting in an alternate timeline where his mother is alive. Barry never gets his powers, and the world is in a state far worse than the original timeline, and now it's up to Barry to fix the damage he caused. Sadly, this trailer doesn't give me much hope for The Flash. This movie is meant to be a reset for the DCEU, paving the way for James Gunn's planned movies and shows. But it's hard to get excited when what's to follow is James Gunn's Gods and Monsters, which feels less like a reset and more like what Phase 4 Marvel was supposed to be. The only good thing I can get out of the trailer is that Michael Keaton will return as Batman.
Yeah. I'm Batman.
And Michael Shannon as Zod returns as an antagonist. Beyond that, I don't have anything positive to say. For starters, this movie is unpolished as hell. There are various shots that look like something out of a senior project for college. You would think by now, studios would learn not to rely on CG and visual effects so much, especially when graphic artists and animators are underpaid and overworked, never given the time to polish special effects. As for the plot itself, it doesn't make sense. Yes, despite being a trailer, there is enough information to discern that the changes to the timeline make no sense. You see, in the animated movie, The Flashpoint Paradox, when Barry changes the timeline by rescuing his mother, the changes are realistic. Barry doesn't get his powers, the Justice League was never founded, Barry's wife is married to another man, Thomas Wayne is Batman instead of his son Bruce Wayne, and his wife Martha Wayne becomes the Joker. The Atlanteans and the Amazonians are at war with each other. These, along with other changes caused by a single woman being alive, are sensible, showcasing how a single person being alive can cause a realistic change to an already established timeline. You know, the whole butterfly effect plot.
You step on a butterfly, you change the future of the human race.
I'll tell you what then, don't step on any butterflies. What have butterflies ever done to you?
The changes showcased in The Flash make no sense. Sure, it makes sense that by Barry saving his mother would cause him to never gain his powers and another person would take up the mantle of Batman. But how does Barry's mother being alive make it so that no metahumans exist? How does her being alive cause Kara to come to Earth rather than Kal during the destruction of Krypton, something that happened thousands of light years away? If Kara comes to Earth instead of Kal, then why does Zod still come to Earth with the same plan of terraforming Earth into a new Krypton, resulting in human genocide? Why are there two Barrys instead of one?
Stop acting like you know the way ahead, like you know the rules. There are no rules, man. We're lost.
No.
As much as I like the concept of an alternate timeline, where characters and events happen differently, it's hard to drag up excitement for The Flash. which is a shame because the Flash is one of the coolest superheroes of the Justice League, and unfortunately Ezra Miller wasn't a good fit for Barry Allen. But perhaps there is hope that this will be the last movie featuring Barry Allen as the Flash, allowing another character to don the mask, such as what happens in the comics. Please comment below, as I'd like to hear your own thoughts about the Flash trailer. Don't forget to like and subscribe. My name is Deviant, and thanks for watching.